two of the most costly mistakes that you make when you are trying to sell your home. In today's video, I'm going to go over two of the most costly mistakes that you make when you are getting ready to make the decision to actually sell your home. If you are somebody that is trying to sell your home in Utah, make sure you stick around and you watch this video. I recently came across this quote: do twice as much as you should, half as well as you could. And it reminded me of this book that I love called Who Not How. It is written by a man named Dan Sullivan, who coaches some of the most high-level entrepreneurs in the world. And he's one of the most brilliant men on the planet and a wonderful thinker. In this book, he talks about how you will be more successful if you don't go the road alone. If you want to be more successful in life, then you really need to focus on your unique ability, and you need to hire out for the things that you're not good at or that could be done better than you can do it. So in this book, he says, what's the ultimate quantification process? For me, it's not how much time you spend doing what you love, it's how little time you spend doing what you hate. So who can help me do this better? So I love this book and I love that quote because this is kind of the mistakes that people make when they sell their homes, right? If you could pay money to get time back, would you pay the money to do it? Do you value time more or do you value money more? I value my time more. So if I want more time to do the things that I love to do, to have the freedoms in life that I love to have, then I am 1000% going to jump on the opportunity to hire somebody to do something that can do it better for me, because I won't be wasting my time doing it. And I won't be losing money in the long run. So the number one most costly mistake that people are making is that you're going bargain basement. You are going cheap. Let me tell you something. Cheap does not handle complexities in a transaction. Cheap does not answer the phone after hours or on the weekend. Cheap does not have the education and the intellectual ability to break down forms in a simple and easy, effective manner for you to understand what you're actually being presented. There is a big cheap culture in this state of Utah, and I'm probably going to piss a lot of people off by saying that, but Utah is a very cheap state. People love cheap here, and I don't know why. It is beyond me why it's such a culture of cheap here. Going bargain basement is basically the DIY version. You're trading time for money. Trading time for what you think is saving you money in a commission in the long run, because you have a big perception that this commission is going to take all the wind out of your sale and you're not going to make any money off of your home sale, which is actually the furthest thing from the truth. And here is why I'm going to prove that to you. Actually, you're probably losing out on not getting the highest price on your home, not taking home the highest net profit and going home with more money in your pocket. Probably going to take a lot longer for your home to sell. You're actually increasing your legal risk, decreasing your chances of actually having your home sold, especially if you list your home and you decide not to offer a buyer's compensation of 3%. And here's why. It's gonna make a lot of people mad. Here is why. Most people don't understand that buyer's agents are not free. We actually charge our clients money to help them find a home. And my fee percentage, if it is not covered in a buyer's agency commission, which means the seller's not offering the compensation that my buyer is required to pay me, then that means that my buyer has to come up with that money on their own. So a lot of times when I explain this to my buyers, they're like, okay, please don't show me any homes that are not going to offer a full buyer's agency commission. Please don't show us for sale by owners. I only want to see the homes that meet our needs, that fulfill your fee satisfaction. And that is coming from them, not me. I am not steering them in any way, simply letting them know my fee is, and they don't want to be stuck with paying an extra $10,000 or an extra percentage or half a percentage off of them already buying the home, the down payment, the inspection costs, the appraisal costs, and the closing costs. So now you can kind of see when you're not offering a compensation that is going to take care of a buyer actually paying their agent, then you greatly reduce your chances of actually probably getting a lot of eyes on your property. And unfortunately, that's really just the cold hard truth about it. When you go to get a surgery, you don't ask for the bargain, right? Or maybe you do, and that's why shows like Botched on E, because these people wanted cheap plastic surgery, so they went the cheap route and now they have to pay more. They would have just sought out correct professional from the beginning, wouldn't have to hire somebody to come in and fix the mess, correct the problem. Exactly the difference between a full service real estate brokerage and a discount real estate brokerage. If you want your home sold right the first time, you will have to pay a premium to get it done right the first time. Otherwise, your real estate transaction ends up botched. The second costly mistake that you make when you are going to list your home is that you contemplate doing it by yourself. Now, I'm going to make a lot of people mad here because I'm going to actually portray that there are 3 types of for sale by owners. So you can let me know if you are one of these people. The first type of for sale by owner is the one who doesn't know what they're doing. You are just thinking you're going to save yourself a little bit of money, but actually you are wasting a lot of time and you're costing yourself more money in the long run. You put it on Zillow, you take pictures of it with your cell phone and you think, this is awesome. Next thing you know, the phone rings and guess who it is? It is a real estate agent who has a buyer for your house. They write an offer up, they send over the documents, and now you're looking at the documents going, I have no idea what I just got myself into. I have no idea what I'm looking at. I have no idea what any of this means. It is, 20 pages long. What am I even reading here? And now you're going, we're in over our head and we should have hired a professional from the start. That's the first type of for sale by owner. The second type of for sale by owner is the fix and the flipper. You guys are the flippers. Maybe you do wholesale deals. I am not into all that wholesale dealings. I don't like it. I had a very bad experience with it with one of my sellers who they were trying to assign the contract and basically be the middleman and make a bunch of money off of it. And basically it was screwing my seller and it was also screwing the new buyer. So I'm really not into the whole wholesaling thing. If you want to sell real estate, go get your license. There's a lot of people who are fix and flippers and a lot of Utah investors, people, the investor that is looking for the deal, who's looking for the owner who is very, very unfortunate and preying on owners who need to sell immediately, offering them cash deals for everything, which it's really not a cash deal because they actually are getting a loan. They're going to a hard money lender and they're saying that, hey, we'll pay cash for your house in less than 24 hours. Well, if you're really actually paying cash for my home, then I want to see your bank account for $500,000. And if you don't have it, then you're lying because you're actually not paying cash for the home. You still have to get a loan. You're just not going the traditional route of going through a local bank. You're going through a private money lender who's lending you hard money. So know the difference of that too. Those types of people who that's kind of the transactions they do and they think they're really good at it and they think they're a professional and they don't need to be licensed and they don't need help. So I can't really help you there. And the third type of for sale by owner is the one who's trying to hide something. You don't want a real estate agent involved. You don't want an attorney involved. No professionals. You only want it to be you and the buyer trying to hide something. Maybe it's a cracked foundation. Maybe it's mold. Maybe it's water damage. And you're basically just trying to sell your house really quickly and you don't want anybody involved. You don't want people poking around and you're just hoping that this poor little buyer is just going to come in and buy your home and not ask the right questions and not get the right home inspector and things will be hidden and you'll get away with it. And there's not really anything that I can do if you're number 2 or 3, but if you're number 1, I can sure help you. If you are the first person thinking of selling by yourself, just do it right from the first time. Remember the quote that I shared with you in the beginning of this video. Do twice as much as you should, half as well as you could. So if you want to sell your home by yourself or you want to try to go bargain basement route, just realize that you will be doing twice as much as you should be doing, and it will be done half as well as it could be done.